So welcome to an eRAMS dashboard. You'll notice that this starts off with a base map tab in the upper left that'll allow you to configure a lot of your settings. So this is base maps, this is units, this is upload your own layers to the tool, right? So you can do basic things like, do I want to have all of the numbers that I use in this tool available in miles versus meters versus kilometers? You could zoom to a particular scale. If you want to do that manually, it'll zoom. You can also pick your base map, right? Do I want no base map and I'm just looking at my data set? Do I want some of the available ones like OpenStreetMap? Do I want to look at Google's map? Do I want to look at just the satellite imagery or something that actually overlays highways and state boundaries and those kind of things and city names on top of it? Do I want to use Bing instead of Google? Do I want to use some of the products from USGS for their topo maps? Or do I want to look at some of their actual topography maps that you actually have a shaded relief of the mountain system? You can pick whichever one of these is most interesting to you. You also have a section for available data sets that are pre-built into our eRAMS tools. So you'll notice you can go in here and you can specify, I want to look at census data for the area that I'm looking at. I want to go look at geospatial data from the US government. So that's highways, that's railroads, that's boundary, different governmental boundaries. You can look at watersheds, right? So if I want to look at watershed boundaries for my area of interest, I can turn those on. If I want to look at stream segments or those kind of things, I can turn those on. If I want to look at data from the EPA for some of their water data sets, they've got their water monitoring, their NPDES system, their beacon and SWIS systems. So you can summarize any of those available data sets pre-built into our tools. We also have land cover. So this is both NAS land cover as well as NLCD land cover, right? One's from the Department of Agriculture, one's from Department of the Interior from USGS. Those are land cover data sets. You can turn any one of those on that you want. There's also a section dedicated to managing your own spatial layers. This one's called geospatial layers or project layers, depending. Here you can click on this and you can upload your own layer, right? Am I uploading a feature? Am I uploading a raster? Do I want to do it from some other endpoint? You can pick this and upload those files, right? If I want to upload the counties in Colorado that I have this as a shapefile. I can either put all of these pieces of the shapefile in a zip file and upload it. And eRAMS will handle unzipping and all that behind the scenes, or I can click all of the different individual files, right? The database file, the projection system, the shapefile with geometry, all those fun pieces. You can upload that. It'll preload that layer into the tool once it's done spinning. And then we'll show you here, you can click on these and you can interact with their symbology, right? Do I want to make it more opaque? Do I want to make my dots a little bit easier to work with? Do I want to change the color scale that I'm using, right? Do I want to use a color scale that only runs between certain colors? Do I want to use purple to blue instead of red to blue? And I can update my classifications and change my color scale. You'll notice that it's changing my legend over here every time I mess with it and click apply, right? So every time I change something, it's going to show that effect over here.